Climate change is a significant and lasting change in the statistical distribution of weather patterns over periods ranging from decades to millions of years. It is caused primarily by human activities, particularly those that increase concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, such as when coal, oil, and natural gas are burned for energy, they emit carbon dioxide, a potent greenhouse gas. This is the primary driver of human-induced climate change. Trees absorb CO2, so when forests are cut down, that beneficial effect is lost. Moreover, the wood from the trees often gets burned or decomposes, releasing stored CO2 back into the atmosphere. Certain agricultural practices can produce greenhouse gases. For example, rice production produces methane, a greenhouse gas, and the use of synthetic fertilizers can release nitrous oxide, another potent greenhouse gas. The consequences of climate change are far-reaching and varied, including increased greenhouse gases in the atmosphere trap more heat, leading to a rise in average global temperatures. As temperatures rise, polar ice melts, and seawater expands, causing sea levels to rise. This can lead to coastal flooding and the loss of coastal habitats. Climate change can lead to more frequent and intense weather events, such as hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves. Changing climates can disrupt ecosystems and lead to the extinction of species that cannot adapt quickly enough. Climate change can lead to health problems related to heat stress, air quality, and vector-borne diseases. Let's delve deeper into the causes and consequences of climate change. The burning of fossil fuels for electricity, heat, and transportation is the largest single source of global greenhouse gas emissions. In 2019, CO2 from fossil fuel combustion accounted for about 75% of total greenhouse gas emissions. Forests absorb CO2, acting as carbon sinks. When forests are cut down and land is converted for agriculture or other uses, the carbon stored in the trees is released back into the atmosphere. Deforestation accounted for about 10% of total greenhouse gas emissions in 2019. Agriculture contributes to greenhouse gas emissions in several ways. Livestock production generates methane, a potent greenhouse gas. The use of synthetic fertilizers releases nitrous oxide, another potent greenhouse gas. In 2019, agriculture accounted for about 10% of total greenhouse gas emissions. Certain industrial processes also contribute to greenhouse gas emissions, such as the production of cement, steel, and aluminum. Consequences of climate change. Global average surface temperature has increased by about 1.2 degrees C since the pre-industrial era due to human activities. This increase in temperature is causing more frequent and severe heat waves. Global sea levels have risen by about 8–9 inches since 1880. with about a third of that coming in just the last 2.5 decades. The rate of increase is accelerating as ice melts and seawater expands due to rising temperatures. Climate change is increasing the frequency and severity of extreme weather events, including hurricanes, droughts, and heavy rainfall events. For example, the number of Category 4 and 5 hurricanes has increased since the 1980s. Climate change is a major driver of biodiversity loss, as changing climates can disrupt ecosystems and lead to the extinction of species that cannot adapt quickly enough. It's estimated that 1/4 of Earth's species could be headed for extinction by 2050 due to climate change. Climate change impacts human health in various ways. Heat waves can lead to heat stress and heat-related deaths. Changes in climate can also alter the distribution of disease-carrying insects, leading to the spread of diseases like malaria and dengue fever. Air pollution exacerbated by climate change can lead to respiratory problems and other health issues.